We just received one of two key data releases in the lead up to the RBA's November policy meeting, the September Labour Force Survey. It showed that a gradual slowdown in the labour market remains intact, and if anything, a bit more slack opened up in the labour market during the month. Starting with employment, it rose by 14,900 in September, spot on with our forecast, but a little bit below what the market was expecting. The smoothed annual growth pace fell further, down to 1.5% from 2.2% just 6 months ago, and that's also below the historical average pace of 1.9%. The slowdown in care economy jobs has been the chief culprit behind the slowing in employment growth. That was probably still the case through the September quarter, though we won't know for sure until we receive the next complete batch of industry jobs data on December 5th. But what really surprised in this week's data was labour supply. The size of Australia's labour force expanded by nearly 50,000 in September, seeing the participation rate lift back up to 67%. As a result, the unemployment rate jumped up from 4.3% to 4.5%, which is the highest since just after the Delta COVID outbreak in 2021. We also saw youth unemployment rise to a new cycle high, up from 9.8% to 10.5%. We saw something similar back in June when we flagged that sharp jumps in youth unemployment often come just before broader rises in total unemployment. We're starting to see this unfold, with the adult unemployment rate ticking up to a new cycle high as well. Now, compared to the RBA's forecast from August, employment growth is already on weaker footing and the unemployment rate looks like it's going to overshoot projections. This lends weight to our view that there is still a good chance the RBA will cut rates in November, but ultimately the deciding factor for the RBA will be the Q3 inflation report due October 29th. For more detail on our latest forecasts, click the link in the description, which will take you to our latest edition of Westpac's Market Outlook, available on Westpac IQ.
The content of this recording is informational and of general nature only, and is not intended to constitute a research report or reflect any recommendation or financial advice. It has been prepared without taking into account your objectives, financial situation, or needs, and investment decisions should not be based on it. You should obtain your own independent advice before proceeding with any investment decision. Whilst every effort has been taken to ensure that the contents are correct and any opinions, forecasts, conclusions are reasonably held based on information at the date of recording, Westpac does not make any representation or warranty as to the accuracy or completeness of the statements or information contained in this recording, and any liability therefore is expressly disclaimed to the extent permitted by law. None of the material included in this recording should be copied, published, or reproduced in whole or in part without the prior written permission of Westpac.